and it was horrible. The kids barely got any candy, and then we had to wait in line for fucking ever to get the candy.
Hey, they
And
got
what?
this straight out of nowhere and into your brain. It's time for F&A with your host, Amy the Dream Master.
Hey, everybody! Happy Devil's Night to all of you people in Michigan.
Didn't we just do this?
See, now that's a proper intro there. Yeah, not only was that a proper intro, but you got a chance to correct some crap that I gave you shit about. It's great.
Yeah. But like I said, in American Horror Story this week, they did reference Devil's Night in the episode, and it was a badass episode too.
Some writer is from Detroit.
It has to be because it was a Devil's Night party, and it was kind of fucking cool. It confused the fuck out of me, but they had, well, if you haven't watched it, if you didn't, too fucking bad, because you should have watched it by now. Same with The Walking Dead.
Yeah, there's like a 24-hour rule on that kind of stuff now.
Right.
You can't be
Oh
waiting
my
a
God.
week anymore for spoilers.
People's got fucking goddamn their panties in a bunch over The Walking Dead, but we'll get back to that.
Yes.
But the American Horror Story, if you're following it, if you're not, then you'll just be as lost as you will be watching it. They had a scene, like pretty much the whole episode, it was based on Devil's Night Party. And it had a bunch of serial killers in it. Jeffrey Dahmer was in it. The Zodiac Killer was in it. Gacy, Ramirez, Eileen, whatever her name is, the one chick. Oh,
I
God
know
damn
who
it.
you mean,
Eileen, whatever.
From about 15 years ago. What's her face?
Yeah. Yep, the truck driver killer or whatever. Eileen Warhols, that's her
you go.
name. And then of course the cop guy that's staying in the hotel, and he was like drugged up at this party doing absinthe with them and stuff, and he was like, what the fuck, am I hallucinating, or is this really going on? Because he was, the main killer of the Cortez is based off of H.H. Holmes, like I was saying last week. And it was kind of freaking cool that they had this little party of like serial killers, and I'm like, sweet, this is badass. And it was on Devil's Night, so I was kind of giddy about that whole reference. And I sat back and I was like, wait a minute, like, where is this place and why are they referencing Devil's Night? Because usually that's
maybe
an
it's
uncommon
spreading now that they're trying to kill it here. They always see the Angels Night things here, and I saw one today, and somebody posted, and a bunch of people were underneath like, "What's this crap? When does this suddenly start?" And I was like, "It started about 20 years ago. Catch up with the times. Yeah. It's not a brand new thing they're trying to push on you today. They wanted you to stop burning things down at least 20 years ago." And it seems to have helped a little bit because, or else all the stuff is already burned down. There's not much left, but there's plenty still to burn. We know that's true.
Oh, yeah.
The fires are down compared to the past, so.
Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah, they started that a while ago, about 20 years ago or so with the Angels Night.
Because you remember when we were kids, like they'd show the news and there'd be a street full, a block, long of just shit on fire. Like, wow.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Looked like the crow from overhead,
Right. And we definitely still have tons of shit that they could burn down. Whole blocks full of freaking Brightmore.
I say they should just give them, have some people out there to control the burn and have a couple of firefighters,
just let them.
Go for it because they want the stuff down.
Yeah. Why
not?
Some
of those blocks are entirely gone. I mean, there's no one living there. Just go ahead. But don't just do it at random because then shit can go anywhere.
Yeah, so, and that's when...
Throw a fire truck out there, give these guys some matches, and let them have fun.
Right.
Give them community service. Find all the arsonists in jail and say, you want to take 6 months off? We need your help. It's
easy peasy, 1, 2, 3.
This stuff makes sense,
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Why not?
Maybe it does.
They need somebody to invade a country. Why don't they go get like all of the gang guys from LA that are good at turf war and send them over to take over? Suddenly you won't have to fight Iraq. You'll have to fight the Crips, but it's an enemy you recognize.
Exactly. My husband has actually said that a couple of times where he's mentioned that where they need to
Say
take
shit.
the people from gangs and stuff and have them military trained to send them over there.
Especially if they're in jail, it'd be like, look, you wanted your sentence
Right.
reduced or just removed, go do this. And most of them
Yeah.
be like, hell yeah, we'll go do that.
Except for they'll be turning their guns sideways and shit.
Hey, whatever works.
Oh, right. Right. Yeah,
Actually, that's kind of
he's
a cool
messing with
scene.
that.
Picture that, though. It's some sort of movie where an invasion force takes over whatever, over there, over in the Middle East, and everybody that gets off the boat has like a do rag and a sideways machine gun. It'd be awesome.
I'm shocked that they haven't done a movie like that.
Yeah, really. Now we have to do this. I'm
No
sure we can
shit.
round up a cast.
Oh.
I'm sure I could have no problem. I'll just go through my apartment complex and I'll be able to round up some people in no time.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
any active people. I used to know people like that, but most of them are old and don't do that anymore.
oh
Most of
Lord.
them. A couple of them are
Like I
listening,
said.
going, "Hey, I still do that shit. What are you talking about? I didn't mean you. I meant those other guys."
Like I said, I'm sure that there's a couple of them in this apartment complex that would. Oh, goodness Lord. So, how's everybody's week been?
It's been sad because they preempted Scream Queens for fucking
Yeah,
baseball.
No.
I
They're gonna
was
do
kind
it
of bummed
again
out about
next
that.
week, and I'm number 3 deprived. It's not cool.
See, I've had my other shows to catch up on,
Right.
so I mean, shit, I had to, because I didn't get to watch Walking Dead on Sunday, because I was freaking tired as hell. So literally, I went to sleep, but got woken up by my phone blowing up. Everybody was blowing
Oh
my
my
fucking
goodness.
phone up. I
Oh my
woke up
goodness.
to like 6 text
You're like,
messages and like 5 IMs of like, "Are you fucking watching this? What the fuck's going on? Oh my God." And then I logged into Facebook and it's all over
oh,
my feed and everybody's got their
yeah,
panties in a bunch and throwing fits about, "Oh, you're
yeah.
fucking spoiling it.
Oh,
Bleh, I'm
I
gonna
wish we
delete
weren't live
you."
at the moment. I had something I would totally fill in this conversation with, but I can't because it's about somebody who you never know if they're ever who's listening. So, yeah. But somebody did something that was related to that was pretty funny online today. So I'll have to tell you about that
Oh,
later.
All
So
right.
what happened? Some guy that everybody already knew was going to die because he died already in the book anyway, and then he died. Is that what it was?
he's not dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't think he's dead. It's just,
He's not dead.
yeah.
Or at least we don't think he is.
Yeah,
But
nobody thinks he
that's
is.
right. I don't think he is, but
I think
that's
he
what
is.
everybody was had their panties in a bunch about because of how it happened and all of that
You're
stuff.
like, what the fuck? Just, no. It didn't even feel right at all watching that scene.
So there's all the memes and everything going up of like, person sitting in front of the dumpster. I'm just sitting here waiting to find out if he's going to come out from underneath the dumpster or, like
Oh
there's a
my
big
goodness.
chalkboard of like all these different like things and all the trying to figure out if Glenn's still alive. And I'm just like, I think he's alive. I've heard rumors that he's still on set filming.
All right.
There was actual thing that just said that there was
Maybe he's a zombie
walking
now.
right because they
They did
have
mention
in
that
the
could be a
past.
possibility,
Yeah,
but
and he did die in the comic book, but they have changed up some things
They're not
in the
really
comic
following that
books.
anyway, are they?
They are, but they're
not.
not.
Right.
If they were, he would have already been dead. If they were, Rick would have lost his hand or will be about to lose his hand, which I don't think they're supposed to. So I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. All I
Yeah.
care is if as long as Daryl stays alive, I'm fucking
Well,
happy.
that's their money. They don't want to get rid of him.
No,
Exactly.
yeah.
If they kill him, the show's over, and
Yeah.
they
They
know
know
that.
that.
There's
Yeah.
some unkillable characters.
Right. And they already
Right. Unless
created
he
his
wants to go.
character.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no way. He's the
Mm-mm.
cash cow. That's exactly what's going on. So But I am excited because I did see that he's going to have his own show coming up soon on AMC of him riding around the United States on his motorcycle, and
Oh.
it's just him and like a select guest of each week. And I think he filmed that during the summer. So I'm kind of happy about that. I'm like, yeah, I get more
Nice.
Norman Reedus.
You'll take all
More-
you can get.
Yep. So I'm geeked about that one.
Oh.
But yeah, that definitely had, oh my God, there was so many freaking people that were like, I'm gonna delete you because you posted spoilers and everybody freaked out.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
like, relax, people.
It's
Like it's a
such a
fucking
short.
TV show.
Yeah, and it's the thing with that is like, yeah, a lot of people record things for the next day or another day or whatever, but then don't log on to your shit for
Exactly.
because
That's
it's
what
gonna
me.
be everywhere.
You should
You know,
know.
it
Rule
pisses
number
me
one,
off when
don't.
pops up like the results of a wrestling match before it's over, or like Doctor Who before we get to see it in America. But it's like I know not to look at that stuff because it's gonna be there.
Right.
You just have to watch out.
Right.
So if you want to avoid spoilers in 2015, you just have to not look at your internet for however long it takes you to catch up.
And stay off
Right.
Facebook for a bit.
Exactly, because I belong to a lot of groups like the
Mm-hmm.
Walker Stalker and they do a lot of spoilers and stuff. Like I already know half the damn season if it's going to run the way it is because of the Walker Stalker fan page that I'm like every day they're posting pictures of where they're going to be filming,
Oh.
everything. So I'm like, damn, all right. So I already have a little bit like this week's episode, from my understanding, it's a 90-minute episode of a backstory of Morgan.
Oh.
So
Okay.
just a heads up, Daryl, Rick, and all them, you're not going to find out what's going to happen to Glenn this week.
Oh
So,
fuck.
wah, wah, wah.
Of course.
Punch me in the head.
Of
Go ahead. Hate
course.
me if you're going to hear this, but
It's only the
you
middle of the
know,
season, right? So they can't stretch it
yeah,
into a cliffhanger.
they're still filming
Okay.
the end part of the season. They don't get done until next week, I think. I believe. Yeah, next week. Because right now they're doing the Walker Stalker convention, which I wish I could be at. Damn it. That's on in Atlanta right now. So like the whole cast, I think Robert England was there. I saw a picture of somebody, the little boy Sam from The Walking Dead with Robert England. I was like, damn, I didn't know he was gonna be there. But the whole cast of Walking Dead's there, the whole cast of Z Nation. I was like, damn it. Next year I'm going. Fuck Halloween, boys. Mama's going to Walker Stalker convention.
They'd be like, okay, take us with you, Mom.
Yeah, they probably like
Exactly.
that too.
Oh, they would freaking go nuts. Because Jason, my youngest, is the other day was asking about because his birthday's coming up in January and he's already pre-planning it. And he asked me if I could invite Carl and Daryl to his
Aww. Aww.
Like, well,
because
if
he
I
wants
could, I wouldn't even care if it was your party. Yeah, right.
right.
They'd be here right now. At least they're all.
It was cute though. He was like, I want a Walking Dead cake and this and that, and I want you to invite Carl and Daryl. And I'm like, okay, well,
Just
if you can
Carl
tell me
and Daryl.
that's the only two he wanted. I'm
Oh,
like,
okay. He
okay,
doesn't want anybody else.
right. Okay.
And
I'll
no
work on that.
zombies. He doesn't want to bring at least one zombie just in case. Gotta have something for them
Uh,
to fight.
he wants everybody to dress up as zombies.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I'm
That would be
like,
kind of
oh,
cool,
huh?
actually, if you could pull that off. But yeah, it's probably a
Right.
little bit expensive.
Yeah, I don't think I could afford to pay Norman Reedus to come to my son's
That's that
party, but
stuff, you see rich people that do that shit. Like, they hire whatever famous musician or whatever to play their kid's birthday party. And you're like, dude,
right.
how much money do you have that you just hired? Somebody this summer had, Nicki Minaj at their bar mitzvah. And, it's like, how does that, how much do you have to pay her? And it's like 40 grand. You just think about the dropping 40 grand on the entertainment for your kid's 13th birthday party. Oh, cool.
Right.
Oh my.
Like
Well,
it's
have you
nothing.
seen some of those? The Sweet 16 or whatever
Oh
that
yeah,
show is on
the
MTV?
quinceañeras for the 15-year-olds.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous. Some of the money that they spend on those kids where I'm like, I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree.
Right. I love the Dollar
Yeah.
Tree.
Right. And that's about all
Oh.
you're gonna get, kid. And you're lucky that I can afford to get you a Walking Dead cake and not make it myself and make it look like a zombie really made the damn cake.
See, we used
But
to
I
shop
mean,
at the 99-cent store all the time, but once it got to be the Dollar Tree, it was just too rich for me.
Oh.
I got banned from the Dollar Tree from my husband. He's like, "You're not allowed to shop there anymore." And I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Why?"
Are you that
It's
lady
like,
spending like $100 in there?
it was only one time, and it was for Patrick's birthday.
Oh, I've seen people do that. I'm like, how do
It
you
was
spend a
six.
hundred
It
dollars?
was $60.
I
Oh,
don't know.
And
The last time I was in one of those places, behind the counter there was like a dude selling, $30 bottles of cologne and $40 Walkmans and stuff like that. So I don't know, but it might have just
those
been the.
are those are in select dollar stores. Those aren't
yeah,
in Dollar
yeah.
Trees.
We like
Oh,
the
okay. I
Dollar
think
Tree's all $1.
I think it's up
You
to
know,
the. In that case, yeah, it's like somebody's self-owned dollar castle or whatever. Have you
Dollar
ever noticed that
Castles.
almost
Yeah.
all of those places have like the same Chaldean dude with his shirt wide open and two really hot young chicks with him? And there's always two really hot chicks talking to him, and he's like on the phone paying no attention to him and trying to ring you up. And like, dude, how come you're at every store I go to? I don't
That's
know. It's
funny.
pretty cool. I would like to be that dude for a day and see how that works out. Like, good job. If you're out there, good job. That's a good way to be. I
Right.
don't know how
Hats off
much
to
fun it is
you.
working at the dollar store, but they probably own the damn thing, so that's excellent.
They
They
do.
do,
I
yeah.
guarantee that they do. Most of the time they do. And that's why you don't see them owning the Dollar Trees.
Right.
That's why. Yeah, we've got quite a few Dollar Castles around here in our area. So Becky and I know that.
Oh, we frequent, yes.
Yeah, I love those places, but yeah, they used to have cooler stuff. Now they're kind of mushed, where they've all got the
Ah,
same stuff at all of them, and not as random as it used to be. Like, here's the closeout crap from whatever store was down the block this week. That's what
Right.
Big Lot is for now.
There's a pretty cool
yeah.
one that I found when I was working in Southgate. Um, on my way to work, I just happened to stop into this one. I don't think it was a Dollar Castle or anything. I think it was just a regular dollar store. And I ended up finding that's where I found my fish, my betta fish and my dwarf water frog.
Oh,
And
cool.
that's where I bought that. It was a little over almost 2 years ago. And I got the frog was Daryl and the
Oh,
fish was Merle. That's what the
oh,
boys
there.
named them. But
Oh.
they came in this cool little like tank or whatever. It was like
Mm-hmm.
$10 for the fish and the damn frog, and then it came with an Incredible Hulk, the Red Hulk and the Green Hulk inside the tank
Okay.
for $10. I was like,
Nice.
I can't fucking beat this. So I bought it. And the kid boys, I brought it home for the boys because at the time my dad, we had just found out he was sick and we were going through all that crap and he was living with us. So I kind of bought it to cheer them up. And they ended up naming them Daryl and Merle. And Daryl ended up
Mm.
probably shortly after my dad passed away, we ended up getting a fish tank and we
Mm-hmm.
took him out of that tank away and separated him from Merle and put him in the actual like aquarium. And
Okay.
that fucker hopped out of the damn thing.
I want my friend
And
back.
it
Yep.
was, it's on my Facebook and I could not find him. And about 3 days later, I found his like dried up carcass in the bathroom.
Oh.
It had hopped all the way from the living room into the boys' bathroom and
Oh
like
my goodness.
got stuck underneath the rug and I couldn't
Oh.
find him. Like we searched this damn house top to bottom and couldn't find Daryl. And poor Merle ended up just passing away like last week.
Oh.
So we had Merle for a while there where he was by himself, and the boys were like, "Poor Merle, he's all by himself." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. This isn't the right way. Like, Daryl should be the one that's chilling and
Right,
still."
right. Merle should be dead.
Don't you have a
Merle
cat?
should be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Surprised the cat
yeah.
didn't find it in its little hopping escapades. Because I had a
It
frog like that when I was about 10, and it jumped out of the fish tank and actually landed in my dog's water dish, and the
nice,
dog knew exactly what to do to take care of that problem. So,
Oh,
right? We
so
didn't
that was
have
the
the cat
last
yet.
hop it ever took. Oh, okay.
We just got the cat this past spring, where this
no.
happened right after or right before my dad passed away. So it's been a year in between. So, yeah, that was crazy. I had everybody underneath the sun trying to find that damn frog, and we couldn't find him.
No, you
It's
couldn't have
crazy.
gone that far.
He did. He went pretty far for being a water frog and being out of the water for as long as
Mm-hmm.
it's only supposed to be out for a certain long, period of time. So I gave it props. I was just, I couldn't believe that it freaking got out.
He's
Just the
probably
water must
working his way towards the toilet or the tub there, probably.
it looked like he was working his way to the bathtub.
I know there's water here somewhere.
Yeah, it got into the bathroom. I was so crushed. I was like, "Oh no, I found him, you
Oh.
guys." Wah, wah.
Did you have a
So I told him,
funeral?
no, he
He got
got flushed
reintroduced
down
to the water, didn't
the water.
he?
Well, we had to have a funeral when my daughter's gerbils died.
It's
Well,
hard
that
to
would be
flush a gerbil.
different. Yeah,
Yeah, we had to bury him in the backyard.
the gerbil may clog up the toilet, but a
Yeah.
fish or a frog, no, those just glide right down. That's their funeral, is the toilet.
You had to bury the gerbil. That's like that lady that freaked out, had a
Oh
complete
yeah, the
fit
dog.
because they found a dog coffin in her yard. I'm like, well, freak out if you find a kid coffin in your yard, but a dog is kind of a common thing to find in the yard, especially
Yeah,
six or 8 feet deep.
but most people don't put their animals in a
In a
coffin.
coffin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
I like
define
when you
coffin.
post
Does that mean like milk crate?
Oh, okay.
right, because when you posted that, I was just like, okay, like what's the big deal about this? Like, unless, well,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then
if
I
you're
thought
digging
about it,
up
I'm
a
like,
swimming
most people
pool,
don't,
you're gonna find some bones.
right, but you
Oh.
don't usually put your animal in a coffin when you bury it. Most people I know just dig a hole and put their animal in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
would kind
depends
of
though.
be a
If you're a
little.
crazy cat lady or someone like that,
Oh, I do
you
know.
would totally build
I
that.
know
You know?
I know
I
somebody
know
who would
people.
buy a coffin if her dog died.
Sure. Well,
Yeah, I know. I know a crazy cat lady that's been to far lengths as to put a funeral on for her cats.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
did the other cats have to come and like go up and do the thing, or
No,
was it a funeral for
no,
people?
he had
I've
to come.
I've seen people have dog birthday parties and invite other dogs. I don't know if cat funerals have other cats invited or not. So,
Oh.
No, we had to come
oh,
to the
okay.
funeral. It was the
And
oddest
pay your
thing.
respects to
To
the
the
dead
cat.
cat.
I
Yes,
shouldn't
That's kind of
laugh.
sad.
Oh my god, I'm being so rude.
Poor cat.
it was. It was a little odd. I hope this person isn't listening. And I
Well, that's
hope
kind
they
of
don't
cool
know
though.
that I'm
But
talking about.
it would be hard, I think, for even if you felt bad, which you would because there's
I
someone's
do
dead
feel
cat.
bad. It was
But then it
horrible.
would be
Like,
one of those things where it would be like almost TV showish, where you'd start laughing just of the absurdness of wow, I can't believe that this is going on. You know?
yeah, because I mean, I get it. I understand how pets can become quote unquote a family member to a person, but to go to certain lengths as far as paying the money for an actual coffin, funeral,
Though
services,
it
pet
achieved its goal
cemetery.
because you will never forget that cat.
Where do
Uh,
you even buy a pet coffin at?
I'm sure
uh, I,
any internet will
I was
help you
gonna
with that
say, I think
search.
internet. I can ask her.
You can buy a Kiss coffin that plays rock and roll all night into eternity. I'm sure you can find
Right.
anything you want online.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't that what Dimebag was buried in?
I think he
A Kiss
was.
coffin?
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
was
Yep.
with his
Believe he
guitar.
was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, see, that's the kind of dude that should have that. You know, if
Well,
anybody wants to hear
yeah.
that into eternity, he would have.
Yeah. And
I
he
think
deserves
after
that
like
too.
a few thousand years, I would want somebody to change the disc. At least put in a different Kiss tune. Come on.
I would have at least a full CD of it going,
Yeah.
not just the same song
Especially
over and
now.
over. If I was his neighbor, like buried next to him, like I'd be mad. Like, turn that fucking shit off.
It's quite now that they have technology, they should put that in there that with a whole. You could put in their
Playlist.
entire recorded works on a little tiny SD card and have it play all of that. But what's actually in there is like a music box thing that chimes, just that really bad ding. It sounds like a doorbell version of the song. So it's like, yeah, they should upgrade that. I wonder if
So
they
when
could
does
give
it
them
go
a.
off? When somebody walks over his gosh darn grave?
No, it's
Like
on
that
like
would
a
freak me the fuck
100-year
out.
battery. It requires very little juice, and it's got a big ass
So
battery
just,
pack in there, and it just runs forever. It doesn't
oh
stop.
my
It's quiet,
God,
and you can only hear it from inside.
that would
So
drive me insane.
luckily, I mean, he's
But if
dead.
you
He's not
pay for
really gonna
that,
hear it, but
how do you know for sure it's working?
you don't. You
How
assume
would
it
I?
probably,
That'd be a very
it could
big waste
easily
of
run
money.
out after like a year or less, and you
Maybe
would
they
not
forgot to
know.
push the on button on when before they piled the dirt up.
It should have a little thing that they leave on top, like a sensor that lights up the Kiss logo and flashes and stuff, so that you would
Right.
know if the battery's still working.
Yeah,
Or
That's
yeah.
what I'm
instead of Kiss, it could
saying.
say
Like,
DEAD and just flash that instead. And
anytime, like, see, that would be something my sense of humor ass would do when I would pass away. Like, I would make sure that that would be something that would be on my tombstone or
Right,
whatever
right.
when I pass away, even though I don't want to go in the ground just for shits and giggles now. I want that shit. I want to go in the motherfucking ground so somebody can put a fucking sensor on my
Mm-hmm.
headstone. So anytime that you go off, walk on it, that it flashes dead like that. Yep.
well,
Mm.
and
Yep.
you could go further because by then there'll be even cheaper tech. You could put a rocking chair on there with a full
Oh,
size
yeah.
animatronic Mr. Manson with everything ready to go. And if people come up there, he could stand up and give them some shit and maybe have a drink with them or whatever. So I'd like to share this absinthe and talk about Amy. And people forever they could come up and just do that, and then he'd like beat them with a rubber dong.
Oh, the people
Because
would be
that's what
coming
he
from
does.
all around the world to fucking where I'm buried. This fucking shit's really haunted, man. Come check this out. Yep, you got it.
I
It's
mean, eventually
all
they'll have video gravestones anyway, where people are going to be recording selfies for eternity.
Oh.
No, the video camera, I mean, it won't be inside the thing showing you them decomposing. They'll be recording the message before they die, so that's on the thing.
right.
Oh, okay.
And you
I could
could go
see
the other
that.
way, but that would not be cool.
Hey, some people might
No.
be into that. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
going to
kind
be a
of
mass market
weird.
kind of thing, though. But the
No.
other way, where people, you come up and you push the button, and the person comes up and gives you a 2-minute video or whatever, that'll catch on.
Yeah, because they already have it where you can put the picture and stuff of yourself on the headstone. So why
Right.
not?
It actually would be kind of interesting if you think about like the old cemeteries. If you could go to one now and push buttons on people's stuff and have them tell you 2 minutes about themselves, that
Yeah.
would be interesting.
Oh,
That's
hell
not a
yeah,
bad idea.
that'd be badass, especially on the East Coast or on the East Coast, like where some of the oldest cemeteries are, like in Salem or in Marblehead and shit like that in Massachusetts area, where some of those graves are in the 1600s and shit, and you can barely even read what's on them. Most of them are by pictures of what's on the headstones because that's how they depicted what the person did within their lives. Believe it or not, there's a whole story on somebody's headstone. If you
Right.
didn't know this, you are going to learn this now.
Right.
It is. That's how they pretty much told what the person did. And it's crazy. There's a whole freaking way to tell like of tombstone readings and stuff like that. It's crazy. I did not know it until I went to that side of the town and then learned more about it because I was just like, well, why has this one got an upside down skull and
Mm.
crossbones on it? And why does this one just have the skull on it? And why is this one just facing upwards? And why is this one just got two skull bones on it, but no skull head, you know? And they're like, oh, well, this person did this and they robbed a bank, so that's why it's upside down, or they killed somebody and blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh. Oh.
There's a whole goddamn fucking method to reading tombstones on the East Coast. It's crazy.
Neat.
And there's not a whole lot of writing and stuff. There might be just the name on it or like the name and maybe the dates, but some of them you can barely even see them
Mm.
because they're so goddamn old.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh
yeah,
man,
there's
some of that
pretty
stuff is
they're
400 years old.
yeah, they're pretty cool. There's some of them with like that. Those ones always interested me with the different skulls and bones and stuff. And there's some with like angel wings on them, and they all mean different things too. My friend, when I went out there for the first time, she took me to the oldest cemetery, which is in Marblehead, right outside of Salem. And those date back into the 1600s. I don't, there's no witches in there or anything. Of course, those are all outside of or in Salem and stuff, but she's the one that gave me a whole book on the tombstone markings and readings and stuff. And I was like, that's kind of fucking sweet. I had no clue.
Oh.
But I did find myself in a tombstone.
You did.
Interesting story. Yeah, not like my name now, but
Oh, okay.
I was doing back in like 2007, 2008 when I was part of a group right before I moved to Boston. I was with my paranormal group that I'm kind of affiliated with now. Me and the one girl that runs the group, Katie, we were doing a Ouija board session at her house, and my mom came through.
Really?
So to make sure that I wasn't pushing the planchette or anything like that. I took my hands off of it, and Katie continued to do the session, and I asked the questions. So I specifically asked questions that only my mom would be able to answer, and or if it was anybody quote unquote playing around with us or pretending to be my mom, they wouldn't know these answers.
Mm.
So my mom answered the questions and came through and did everything, and then she started telling us stuff about me and Katie as far as a past life. And she gave us our full names, first and last names. Her and I were sisters. She gave us all of our brothers and sisters' names, how we died, our mom and dad's names, when we died, when we were
Oh.
born, and where we were born and died. And we were able to get on the internet and research everything, and we found it.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we were buried in a small cemetery just outside of Salem. And I was able to go and find our actual gravestones. Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. That tripped me the fuck out to stand over
Yeah,
a
that would
tombstone
scare
that
me.
actually had our names on it and stuff. And then the time before that, because I went two times before I moved to Salem. The first time I ever went, we were actually in Salem driving through the streets and stuff, which, if either of you have probably never been there, the streets are really, really narrow. It's like an old school village and stuff. So it's like you can get maybe one car down the streets. And we were driving through, and I saw this house. And just my gut instinct said, get out and go look at this house. You know this house. So I just jumped out of a moving van, literally, and
Were you
ran up
drinking
to this
then?
house. No, nope. I stopped drinking in 2005,
Oh,
so
okay.
this was in 2007.
And you jumped out.
And I was with another person that was my friend Brian, who wasn't drinking. He was a sober friend too, and I ended up calling my friend Katie because I was just like, this house is tripping me out. Like, I knew the inside, the outside, started taking pictures of it, called her, and was just like, I'm going to send you a picture on my janky ass phone as best as I can. And I want you to take a look at this. And she actually knew the inside of the house. And I knocked on the door. They let me in and was able to tour the house and everything. So I took some more pictures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up having a psychic give us a reading where I was the gardener and Katie and somebody else was the actual homeowners of this house. And it was, I want to say, about 20 years after the witch trials had taken place
Mm-hmm.
in Salem. And I was a male gardener, and Katie was the mom, and her friend Courtney was the father or the husband or whatever. And I was just like, this is fucking tripping me goddamn out. But I knew every inch of that goddamn house from top to fucking
Mm-hmm.
bottom, inside and out. Call me crazy, yep, but there's a nice little story. There you go.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Did
it
you ever
was.
go back there again?
Yep. I've been back there several times actually. Every time, that's one of those cities where I don't care how many times I go, every time I go there, I just feel like I'm home. And I know
Maybe
that
you should
city,
move there.
I would love to live there.
Of course, yeah,
I
it's
would love.
probably not affordable by normal people either over there, right?
No, and it's so cold there in the winter. Ugh, because it's right off the water.
Oh.
Yeah. So in the summertime, up until right now, because the entire month of October they do the Witches Festival slash Halloween festivities. So the place is bumping right now. But pretty much after then, until winter is over, it sucks. You got to go more inland or you're going to freeze your
Mm-hmm.
bananas off. So trust me, I would love to live there, but there's so much history there between the pirates and the Indians and the witch trials and
Mm-hmm.
everything else. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it until I got there, but oh yeah, there's some cool shit there.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Oh, it is. Everybody's got to go visit there, Salem, at least once.
All right.
It's very haunted too, let me tell you that.
I don't. I know I've been over there around, but I don't think we actually went there.
I've never been.
So it would have been
No.
kind of cool. We should have actually done that, but it was in the middle of touring and not going, and you know how that goes. Like
Oh
anything
yeah.
interesting was bypassed in order to get to a second McDonald's that day. So
Yeah, they don't have any of those in the downtown area of Salem. They probably have some outside, so.
Mm.
goofy ass people. I don't miss those days.
Oh, goodness. I saw that you posted that the other day.
Oh, that
The-
yeah, that's tomorrow.
yeah.
I guess they were. There was
Ugh.
Twisted tonight. That it's like that would have been a cooler gig.
Where are they playing out?
Twisted was at the Majestic,
Mm.
or is right this very minute actually.
See, Guar isn't. I've heard the Harpos. It's next weekend at Harpos for Guar.
Right on.
Yeah. I heard the commercial for it the other day and was like, oh, there it
Mm.
is. I was waiting for this. I haven't heard anything for Harpo's in forever, and
Yeah, well, they're sort of fake Guar now because Odorous is dead. So what are you gonna do?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, I'm not really bent out of shape about it anyway, so really don't care about any of them playing right now.
Yeah, I haven't gone to see any of that kind of stuff in a long time either.
No thanks. I don't have the energy.
That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard enough to keep up doing 2 nights of trick or treating and crap
Oh
with the
my.
Oh yeah, you have to do it both. Huh? You guys going again tomorrow?
Yeah, we've got a birthday party that we have to go to from 3 to 7, and we're just gonna let the boys go out with them trick or treating.
Cool.
Yep,
Neat.
but we did tonight just in case the weather happens to take a dump on us. So that's why we always do the extra Plus, it was super nice. Like, it was warm, kind of warmish, I guess you
Mm-hmm.
could say, considering what it normally is for this time of year.
Right.
You know, when I walked outside, I had the kids in like layers underneath their Halloween costumes tonight. And I walked outside and I was like, oh, I don't think I needed to put those extra 2 layers underneath their clothes. They were sweating like we just did the
Mm-hmm.
trunk or treating, but they had the um bounce houses and crap for the kids and stuff. So the boys were like, let's go on there. And like, I think they were 5 minutes into it and they're like, we're sweating, Mom. It's like, sorry.
That's some
Because,
pretty.
they're trying to detour kids from going trick or
Right.
treating by doing these trunk or treating things. And I
Yeah,
just
it's
don't
a
like
little
it.
little more controlled, I
Be-
guess. But
because
Yeah,
strangers at the church are more safe than strangers in your neighborhood.
right, that's true.
exactly.
Because they go to church, they're safer or something. Is that the? I
And we
don't.
don't even go to that church. We don't go to church. So,
They might be like
I
they're
mean,
heathens. Give them bad shit.
right. And it's a Baptist church on top of that, too, which
Oh,
it was a nice church. It is. I mean, I'm not going to detour my kids. If my kids want to go to a church, I'm not going to
right.
stop them from wanting to go. Like, even my husband
Well,
said
they're
that.
giving
He's like,
away free candy, Mom. Of course, they're gonna want to go to church. Like,
right.
yeah, let's go to church. They give candy.
Yeah.
Right. Then now they're gonna want to. They're like, can we come back? And I'm like, oh, son of a
If
bitch.
they gave, if they gave out chocolate and mimosas at church, we'd be there every Sunday morning.
Ah, yeah, I guess I would be.
Nice. We have Lady J has just joined us on the line here.
Oh,
Hello.
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 How was your Halloween festivities? Did you have any today?
Just the Halloween parade up at the
Right.
school.
Oh,
Yeah,
Just
so
more.
tomorrow is the festivities.
Ah, yeah, that's ours too, but it don't start until later in the day, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. And the cool thing is we're going to a birthday party. So
Oh,
technically,
nice.
and it's for an older kid. He's 10. So we're just like, all right, well, I'll stay back at the house. And my husband's like, I'll just go walking around with the kids. And so me and my husband, the dad of the kid, are gonna take the boys out. So I'm like, I don't even have to.
Nice. So they can walk in the rain.
They're gonna
Exactly.
they're gonna take them to see strippers, and they're gonna buy some candy to
Exactly.
pretend.
as long as they're entertained and she don't have to worry about them, what does it matter?
I
That's
don't
Yeah,
right.
care.
we're going out to my friends, and they don't have that many in their neighborhood, many kids that come through, so they always give out like the big candy bars
Oh.
and like
Oh,
the
yeah.
good candy. So last year we went there, and Tom's like, "Can we go there next year?" So yeah, so we're going back over there this year. So,
That
but
always works.
yeah, he and his friend end up talking about video games the whole time and start lagging behind. And we're like, come on, guys, come on. Don't you want candy? Nah, we're too busy talking about video games. So,
Yeah,
That's
if
my
they could
that's
get video games trick or treating, they'd be much happier than candy.
Oh,
oh,
hell yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's the
So
whole
you could.
reason why we're
That's a
going to this
really rich
birthday.
neighborhood, though.
So is that Grosse Pointe area, Bloomfield? Like, where
No,
do we
you have
gotta
to
go
go to
to get
the
those?
same place where they have the people who hire the professionals for their kids' birthday parties. So
Hmm.
Ah, then
Beverly
that's it.
Hills,
Beverly Hills. Not here.
Not
yeah,
here.
yeah,
that's
maybe
it.
maybe
Yeah.
some places in New York, perhaps. Yeah. But no one, I guess,
Goodness.
like Kid Rock could pull that off, but he's not going to do that because he wouldn't spend the money on that.
What was that I just seen something about Kid Rock going nuts on an airplane screaming? What was that all about?
Mm.
That was a satirical article from The Onion where they
Oh.
said that
Oh,
the people on the airplane were disturbed by a screaming Kid Rock.
Oh, Oh, okay.
It went on to describe him, in this typical way that a screaming child would be on a plane, except it was Kid Rock being rowdy. So.
Oh.
I seen that and I just kind of giggled and just kept going. I didn't even read it.
Well, that's the
It
funny
was
part
just
is
like,
you like, well, that could totally happen. You could expect that. It wasn't
right,
even
that's why I
All
was
right.
like,
like,
oh, he did
whatever.
what? Ah, yeah, he does that.
Yeah. Right.
But if you actually read it, it was about him kicking the seat in front of him and throwing a fit and stuff. So
Oh, so he really did.
no, it was a joke.
Oh, damn.
But he might
Funny.
now that he's read it, so you never know. Get a little
No,
too
he
drunk
probably
with Ted
laughed.
Nugent one day and start just doing crazy shit.
That's funny as fuck. Good times.
It's
Oh,
always good when those
Lord.
articles confuse the crap out of people, though. So that's the main purpose.
That's why I just kept cruising. I was like, yeah, what else do we got? Okay, 30,000 people pissed off that Glenn's dead or not dead.
Like, people, just chill out and see what happens.
Ay, ay, ay.
Something weird's going on. You know it. You just chill the fuck out.
Right. I just can't believe how many people got freaking pissed and started deleting people. And then other people were, oh my God, it was like a whole. I got deleted by 3 different people and I didn't even do anything because other people posted shit on my fucking feed. And I'm like, whoa, how did I get deleted? Whatever.
You know,
All right,
nowadays
you
when
guys.
yeah, but nowadays when they're gonna like kill somebody off, you hear rumors and you know something's going on months ahead of time. So I
They
really
need to
don't
kill
think it needs
people
to. But
off.
that's the other thing. They do need to kill some people off. So
Yeah, come on now. TikTok.
he
We
was
need
starting to get
some.
a little stale. So maybe they figured we
Yeah.
get rid of him and get somebody else now.
I mean, I won't be sad if he's gone, but at the same sense, just like stop freaking out, man. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
it's just
it
a
is
TV show.
it is a show about zombies
I
killing
bet you'd
people.
react differently if it was
Yeah.
the Daryl guy
Yes,
getting
I'd
kicked
be
out.
done.
She would like
I'd be
freak.
done. I'd be done.
She's like, I'm never watching TV again.
Nope. I'd be pissed. I would. I wouldn't be deleting people and shit. I would just stop watching the show. Like about 100,000 other women probably would too. So shoot. Shit, my husband supports it. I got a surprise through
Yeah,
the mail yesterday. I got my Mrs. Daryl
I
Dixon
saw.
tank top.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is great. That's messed up that my own husband supports it, but all right, cool.
It's also messed up that your son wants to be Mrs. Daryl Dixon.
He did not want to take that fucking shirt off today. He ran around the house with that on and his crossbow because he's got a Nerf crossbow. And he ran around the house with that on all day. I'm like, can I have my tank top back? He's like, nope, nope. And I'm like, Patrick, you got to give me my tank top back. You're not Mrs. Daryl Dixon. He's
Well,
not.
I'm Mister. Just cover the S. It'll be good.
They hoped that they didn't get a Daryl shirt. So literally my husband had to go back on Amazon and find like two kids
Aw.
Daryl shirts that he could order them for him. Because he felt bad, like, because they were just like, where's ours? We were like,
Damn
whoa,
kid.
we did not know you were in love with him too. Okay then. And they don't even watch the show. Like they'll sneak it here and there, but they just don't love it, you know. They don't watch full episodes, or I'll pre-screen them and make sure that they're not too horrible.
Not too gruesome, like
Yeah,
some.
to where they can handle it. Because there's some stuff that you're just like, okay, no, no, you know. Like the one he turned on by himself of the second episode of season 6 where Ingrid is eating the turtle.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had to like look away from that.
So that's when the wolves invade Alexandria.
Ugh.
Yes. So Carol goes on the rampage of whatever, and that one, he turned it on and started watching that one. I was like, no, no, don't watch that one. Like, Carol goes on an assassination spree on that one. No.
She likes to take people out.
There's literally guts spilling out of people and stuff on that one. And I'm like, no, don't turn it off. But the chick's just mount on the table, and Patrick's like, Mom, don't you like turtles? And I'm like, yeah. I'm in the kitchen and I just hear, Mama. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, don't you love turtles? And I'm like, yeah, why? And I look on the TV and I'm like, oh, oh. Jason's like, Mama, why is she eating turtle? And I'm like, oh, well,
Tastes like
see,
chicken.
son. Right. Like, you're in the zombie apocalypse and you gotta
eat what you could find, babe.
So
it doesn't
it's
worry
so
about the
funny.
people that are eating people, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. There was a guy that like went bonkers. I think I told you guys this last week on the show. After last week, or after the second episode, the guy was watching. He was on like a 6-hour Walking Dead spree of watching it.
Oh,
This was
and then killed his roommate.
yeah, he
or
killed his
something?
roommate. He like smashed him with a guitar, smashed him with a bat,
Why?
smashed him.
Was he playing Dead
No.
Rising?
He thought that his roommate was turning into a zombie and was gonna bite him.
Oh, and it only took 6 hours of watching Walking Dead for him to think that?
Was 6 hours
that's-
and like a box of bath salts and
Like,
Yeah.
that's all- like that's when the acid kicked in or something. I
Yeah,
don't-
something else was going on there.
Yeah, you don't. That was a bad acid. Yeah, I think that bath salts.
Bad
Yeah.
salt.
And it's not literally like bath salts.
Right.
Like,
Right, we know.
no, but some people have
lot
tried
of
that and
people
gone,
don't
this doesn't do
know. Yeah.
anything. Like, but
And
that's not a good plan, guys.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's synthetic cocaine is what it is. That quote unquote is bath salts. I've known a couple people that got hooked onto it. It's not. It's not good. I've
Right.
seen what it did to them, and it literally will make you go insane.
And what is the point of getting into
I don't
a
know.
substitute substance
Synthetic?
that is worse for you than the thing that is actually trying to pretend to be? I guess because it doesn't show up on tests,
Sure.
right?
It's not on test, and it's cheaper.
Oh, it's cheaper too. Okay, I guess that.
No.
There you
So,
go. But
you
it
can
kills
get
you quicker. I guess they
Oh
both
my
kill
God,
you
yeah.
depending on how you do it. So
It's the same with the fake pot or whatever, which is basically just potpourri.
yeah, with some chemicals sprinkled on it. That's a good
Oh.
plan.
And I can attest to that I did try it, which is called spice. Just because it was a big thing down south for the Marines. Believe it or not, a lot of them did that because they weren't
Same
allowed to
thing.
do anything
Doesn't
else.
show up on the test. Yeah.
Exactly. And they actually caught on, and that's how they found a way to test for it because there were so many guys getting popped with it down there.
Well, I think
So
that's what makes
I
it
had
worse,
to
too.
I had to do it. I had to try it because I was like, what the hell? I got to try this shit. Let me see what this is all about. It was the nastiest shit ever.
Yeah,
And it gave me a headache and it made me trip out.
they keep changing the chemical blend because the people, like you said, they start testing for it, so they change the chemical makeup just enough so it doesn't show up on the test now, and then they, who knows every time what they're doing.
Yeah, I think
Stuff that's
two
bad
guys
for you to begin with, and they just keep altering it. It's not cool.
by 2009, there had already been, from the time that I had met Emerson to when they, it was maybe 5-6 months in from when we started dating and stuff that I had tried it. And the two guys had already died on base. Yeah. And that's where I was like, I think you guys should stop doing this shit. Why don't you just smoke the real shit when you got fucking time? But they can't because they, piss test for it and all that. I'm like, just stick to drinking then. That's what you guys are known for. Just drink. Hoorah. Fucking A. Yeah, I'm sitting
You're
outside.
outside again. One
The
day,
airplanes.
well, I'll have to be
Soon
out.
enough.
I'll have to be outside one day when we're on, and then we can hear them go from your house over you to over me.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I can't. I gotta smoke somewhere, so
Mm-hmm.
it won't be like this. Hopefully, in the next month and a half, we'll be out of this shithole. So,
Yeah, that'll be nice.
yeah.
Woohoo!
Let the house hunting begin.
Oh,
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, we've got.
What's fun is when you come across the ones that are either completely stripped or the ones that are like, well, this was a drug house.
Oh, yeah.
We came across a few of those when we were looking.
Those are my favorite to look at.
I know it was interesting. We saw one house that was like secret compartments for the wires for all the lighting, and
Right.
Awesome.
the loft in the garage with all the
Garage.
wires hanging down. They're like, yeah, this was a drug house, sure.
Hey, that won't
But
bother me.
or the houses they're just completely stripped. I mean, no plumbing, no, you
No.
know, no cabinets, no nothing.
Well, we won't be looking in those areas, so
Shit, they're everywhere.
Indecent
Yeah.
areas. It was, just around where we live, and it's like, what the heck happened here?
Right.
So
Somebody
yeah, it
needed
was
those
crazy.
pipes to get, recycling money that day.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Yeah. We're gonna start. We've got 7 of them that we have to go look at next week when his mom and dad will be here next weekend. Woohoo! They're coming to bring bunk beds for my kids.
Oh,
Whoa.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. And they're gonna help us look through the houses and stuff and make sure that we're not getting into a house like that.
Yeah, right.
We're excited. I can't wait. Get out of this shithole and get in our own shithole.
Oh yeah.
Where I don't. I'm excited because most of the houses that we do have picked out have a basement, so I can make my own little Amy room.
Oh,
I guess you
awesome.
could say they're all 3 to 4 bedrooms with the basement. That was a must. It has to have a
Yep.
basement or a 4th bedroom,
Mm.
so we can have a room that I can go
Everybody
into.
can have their own room. Yeah.
Right, and then have a playroom where the kids' toys can go in and not be in my living room or be all over the gosh darn apartment like they are now. Don't have to worry about neighbors below us or next to us or yeah, I'm sick of living here. Can't even scream at my kids.
You can have a big party and invite us all over.
Hell yeah.
Woo woo!
Party at my house. Ugh. Goodness Lord.
Have the party before you move in when there's no furniture. And people can get really crazy and it doesn't matter.
Good plan.
That's what a painting party, right?
Yeah, that's come on over. We're gonna have a party.
We still need that in our house.
Yeah.
We've been here 5 years.
Oh, hi, kitty. My cat's laying on the heating pad. Smart cat.
Mm-hmm.
That's mine. Get up. Ugh. Ah, well, we made it through another night.
Woo! Pretty good for us.
Technical difficulties aside,
It's some-
once
right.
once it worked fine. So
Thank YouTube.
good stuff. You know how that goes. Well, we can
Okay.
round it out and sign off for another one of those guys.
Alrighty. We'll tune in next week where I'll be live with everybody else. Where will you be?